everyone. We're live on Facebook, so hi. We're going to be sharing the show right afterwards. I have with me Matt Russell. He is the owner of Wellphora. He's been on my show a few times now, and welcome back. Please tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do. Listen up, guys.
Thanks, Carol. Yeah, so we're back again. We're here to share the message of CBD and what CBD can do for you and how Wellphora fits into that.
So CBD is a big deal. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, it's like on fire right now.
Right. So CBD is cannabidiol. It's just the abbreviation of it, CBD. Everybody's heard of that at some point. And that is a derivative of industrial hemp.
I want them to understand about you and your company because you're a little different because you're a laboratory. You actually create it and make it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the name of the company is actually called Novus Labs. And Novus Labs is a manufacturing company, just like you said. And so we build CBD products for lots of companies. And the product that we push out from our own facility for us is Wellphora and wellphora.com. And so there's a little bit different reason as to why we came out, because we didn't want to directly compete with our customers, which is business owners and CBD companies. And so what we did was we created a product that was for us and our families. And that product, the guidelines were kind of like, let's see what we can do and push the limits of CBD, and let's really build something that is 100% organic. There's no artificial flavorings. We wanted it to try to make it palatable so it didn't taste terrible on its own without those artificial additives. And we came out with Wellphora, and that's kind of how it was born. And it was so successful, and people thought it was so great, they go, you need to put this product out on the market. And so we did. And it started with one little farmer's market, and then it turned into a website, and then the rest is kind of history right now, but business is booming. Everybody has really jumped on the Wellphora bandwagon, and we focus so hard on the education side to tell them what we're doing and why. People really have embraced that.
I remember when I first called you, and in my life I never would have thought, but you were like, I want to get this out, and I want people to understand and educate the public, because and especially now, even for the first time I called you, it's booming with all sorts of different types of people that are selling it. And it's a little scary, and that's why I love to have you on to talk a little bit about what makes yours different, and what people should look for, because it's scary out there. People could be doing something that could be interacting with their medications, and it could hurt them.
Absolutely. So, we've talked about before that education is really the cornerstone of what we try to do, because some of the stuff we hear from our customers is, I've tried CBD, it didn't work for me. And we can, respect that and understand it, but a lot of times what happened is they didn't have the right product, and they weren't taking maybe the right dose for what they were trying to accomplish. And so that's where the education comes in. We work so hard with our own employees to make sure that they have the most cutting-edge, up-to-date, accurate information. We also carry that over to our website. So, Google recognizes us as kind of an authority website, because everything on there's nothing on there that's testimonials that say, oh, CBD is great because it worked for me, or it's about science, and it's about how that works and how it, the actual facts about CBD. And so we post that out there. We post dosing schedules, all kinds of things, and then we offer anybody that wants to call or email us, we reply back. We help them out. We make sure that we put them in the right product from the start.
And you also have a guarantee.
We do. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. We have almost never any returns, and usually the returns come back like, oh, I just got scared and didn't want to try it. And almost every return we have is somebody who'd never even opened the bottle.
Right.
But for the most part, what it is when we educate them and say, here's where we recommend you start out. That's the beginning of the education process, where we, connect with them and find out what they're looking for and how they're looking for it to affect their lives.
I also see that it's made in the USA.
It's made right here in Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where we're based out of.
I like that. We've never talked about that. Go ahead.
Right. So, one of the things we do is that every single part of our facility, we're very proud Americans, and we feel like everything should come from here and be from here. So all of our hemp is American. Everything's organic, like top to bottom for the entire...
Talk about buying local, you guys. It's made here right in Phoenix.
Yeah, and people really like that. And I think the other thing, too, is it resonates in the farmers markets well, that we are homegrown and we produce it right here.
That's nice.
Yeah, people really care about that.
What we're going to do is we want to talk a little bit about today, but you said you want to talk about sciatica.
Right, because the last time I was here, you said, hey, you know what, next time let's go narrow and deep, right?
I happen to love when people do that, because now we're going to educate them. Go ahead.
Right, so sciatica, I think a lot of people have heard of it. If they haven't heard of it, they know somebody that had it, and that's pain in the lower back, hips, and it extends down into your leg.
Pain in your you-know-what.
Yes, absolutely. So it can be debilitating, it can be annoying, it can be anything in between. And so people come to us, and it's really easy for us to pick them out at markets because they're dragging a leg or they've got a little hitch in their giddy up, right? And so, hey, come on over, let us talk to you about this and let us share what we can do for you. And we sample it for them. And so basically sciatica is in your back. You have discs in between your spinal processes. And everybody's heard of bulging discs. Everybody's had inflammation. Everybody's had pain. Well, you can get a bulging disc from anything. You can reach down to pick up your car keys. You can turn too fast and go, my back, right? I mean, it's very common that you're literally doing nothing. You go, how did I get hurt doing that? So you get a bulge in your disc or some sort of inflammation, and your sciatic nerve runs really close in your lumbar and sacrospinal area right next to that nerve. I don't want to get too deep, but that nerve is running so close that any inflammation at all is going to impinge on that nerve and cause nerve pain. And that pain runs down your leg into your hip, and it can cause like a dead leg or pins and needles or just really sharp pains. And so CBD is a great thing for sciatica because it has two main properties. One of those is a neuroprotectant and the other one is an anti-inflammatory. So it actually works both ways. When you take it, the immediate effect you get is on the nerve pain. So it actually alleviates pain very quickly, and so you don't feel the effects as badly, and it is much better and helps you get more restful sleep and among other things. But when you don't hurt as bad, everything in life is a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The second part of that is the anti-inflammatory property. So the underlying cause of why that nerve is inflamed is because that disc is impinging on that nerve, or the muscle right next to that disc has been inflamed because of that and is also doing that to the nerve. So the long-term effect is you're getting that anti-inflammatory relief, and that takes time. That's not instant. That's not in 20, 30 minutes. That's over a week or two, just like any anti-inflammatory would be, but it's a really good anti-inflammatory. So you're not only treating the pain and the symptoms, but you're treating the underlying cause at the same time.
So, because you're just answering my question that I was going to have, I said a lot of people might say, well, that's masking the problem. But you're saying no. You're saying that the CBD is going to actually go into the underlying issue and fix it?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly right. And so people always think, well, is that really going to work? And, well, we want you to try it first. We don't want you to buy it. We want you to try it and walk around this market and see how you feel, and everybody comes back and buys it because by the time they make a lap around the market, they're feeling substantially better. And then obviously we can educate them and talk to them about the long-term use and using it daily and making sure you stay on a regimen to work on the inflammatory side, because that's the side that's really causing the problem. So you're getting really two benefits with it, and really good benefits. Your body's already equipped to handle that.
Now, we're going to do a giveaway. And you have this today that you want to talk about. What are you going to do?
So when people come to us with pain symptoms and inflammation, we always start them out here on the Canero 1000. Mm-hmm. And that is kind of 70% of everybody finds great relief with that Canero 1000. And supplementing that is our Thrive Essence Pain Cream. So the oil goes under your tongue. It's sublingual. It's a half a dropper. It just goes under your tongue. It dissolves. It doesn't have any, unfavorable taste or anything. It's very neutral, and then it starts working. And it starts working very quickly. But the pain cream is a topical, and you can rub that right on where it's hurting, in your lower back, in your leg, your elbow, shoulders, wherever you have pain, arthritis pain, things like that, and it works almost instantly and gives you that relief.
So we're going to do a combination?
We're going to do a combo, yeah.
So because, having both, it's going to make it work even faster. And I know a lot of people out there that if you're in pain, oh my God, there's nothing worse than being in pain and having to live your life with it. And most people do. So
right.
A lot of people they've reached the farthest extent. They've gone to, all sorts of therapy. They still have it. Nobody can help them. This is something that they can try. It's safe. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. It's made right here in Phoenix, and he's the laboratory. He created this thing. So we're going to get everybody entered in to win. We've got the Canero 1000, which goes under your tongue. Along with that, you're going to get that CBD pain cream. So our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Please go up on their website. It's awesome. It's Wellphora. That's well, and then it's PHORA.com. We've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. We've got the Canero 1000. It comes along with the pain cream. Keep on calling here. I know people are really interested. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You're truly buying local by buying through them. Call us here and look them up. It's Wellphora.com. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Matt Russell, and he's the owner of Wellphora. And what we've been talking about at the break is it's amazing how people that they have this interest of this because CBD is everywhere. It really is right now. Your company is not a multi-level marketing company in any way, shape, or form. You are a laboratory. You create this stuff. You make it for other people, as a matter of fact.
Right. We're a manufacturing company that literally just entered the retail market here fairly recently. And instead of making it for everybody else, we said, let's make the very best and sell it ourselves.
Right. And by the way, it's made here, right here in Phoenix. There's a 30-day back guarantee because they believe in it 100%.
Absolutely.
So, and you're buying local here. And by the way, whether it's you or someone that you know, we all know somebody that is in pain in some way, whether it's just sciatica. There's people with arthritis. There's a lot of people who are using it for many, many different purposes now. The people with cancer. There's, all sorts of them. Tell them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, CBD does so many things. It works in your endocannabinoid system. People never even heard of an endocannabinoid system until fairly recently when really CBD came around. But, you talk about people that have medical marijuana cards. They have a medical marijuana card because cannabinoids work in your body through your endocannabinoid system or ECS system. And it's not just marijuana. Marijuana is one of 400 different cannabis plants. And so that's just one chemical in one plant is the THC. And CBD is another chemical. It's another what's considered very powerful cannabinoid. But it doesn't have any psychoactive effects like THC. So that's one of the reasons people have really turned to CBD because of its great anti-inflammatory effects, its neuroprotectant effects, because we've heard by now in the news that children are taking CBD and it's stopping their seizures when every other medication they've been through has not stopped it. It's a really great breakthrough, and it's finally 100% legal, and it's, if you're getting it from the right sources, it's very safe.
It's the buzzword, though, and we want that when you come on this show, and being that you're the laboratory that makes this for, other people, but you're right now have your own brand that you have decided to, obviously it's done so well that you wanted to bring it out to the market for other people, for everybody to be able to get. We want people to understand that this is different. This is not something like, when you can't buy it from your neighbor that's selling it from this CBD, this company. You got to be very, very careful about who you're getting it from, where it's from.
Carol, even the stores that we've come into, and we just, like I said, started retail very, very recently, and it has been so well received, even like the stores that sell CBD, like a CBD store, they have 50 different manufacturers. We are the #1 selling CBD in every retail location we are at, every single day of the week. I don't know how that's possible, but we're very excited about it.
That is awesome. Congratulations on that. Yeah. But now you can get it just through your website.
The website is the best way. We have free shipping. So you literally, people listening to this radio station are obviously from the Phoenix area and surrounding. It ships from Phoenix, so they're getting it the next day, the day after. I mean, it depends what time of day they place order, but our shipping department processes within 24 hours. And it ships right out. It's free shipping. So, I mean, you can't get much better than that.
Right, you can't. And they also are giving you a 30-day money-back guarantee, which most people don't because they're not going to give it back there, which works.
Well, and they're buying it, and they're buying it from somebody else, and they're buying it from somebody else, and by the time it's their markup, they're making a small margin. It's direct from the manufacturer from us. There's no middleman. There's no markup. That's why we were able to compete with such a great product at such low prices.
Well, today we were talking about sciatica. We've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered into win. We've got the Canero 1000, which is what you put under your tongue. Along with that, you're going to get the pain cream. So it's a dual thing that you're getting. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check them out on their website. It's Wellphora, which is well, and then PHORA.com. But you call in here and get this. I believe that everyone that is reaching out to try and feel better, I don't care if you have tried something else from someone else, give this a try.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the cool thing, Carol, since we've come on here, I think that this show has really opened the eyes of a lot of business owners. Because one, like I said, we weren't doing retail other than just Wellphora.com, but business owners are continually coming to us saying, we want to carry your product. We already have a CBD, or we were thinking about having CBD, but now they're coming right to us. We're getting them set up, and they have Wellphora on their shelves. But one of the parts of our education is anybody that carries our product, they have to have their employees trained by us. We don't just put it on the shelf because we want to make sure that people get with the right product. So we train their employees for free. We do that. Our employees go out and set up a time. We train their employees before they have that product out.
And for what people that are buying it right off the on your website, I know you have a ton of information there too. But they can also call and talk to you?
Absolutely. They can call in. We have not people just standing by on the phone because we're a manufacturing facility. We're not sitting there with a call center. But we always call people back. We always reply to emails. We take care of all of our customers as if they were our own family. It's a really, we only hire just truly the very best characters, the best people out there.
What I also think is this is something that you want people to understand what they're doing and what they're taking. And people do have a lot of questions. So they're here to also answer any of them that you have. We've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. It's the Canaro 1000 and the pain cream that you're going to get together. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And what I love about the show the most is it's information for people.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
I got to tell you, so last week we took the family to Pacific Beach in San Diego, which is like almost being in Arizona because everybody from Arizona is in San Diego.
Right now, exactly.
So I was actually meeting with a gummy manufacturer. They're the largest gummy manufacturer probably on the planet, but for sure in the U.S. And we had just a little Starbucks meeting. I'd been talking to this gentleman for quite a time, and we ended up sitting there for a couple hours and kind of sharing some trade secrets and different things. And I torched my forehead, sunburn, like it's the only sunny day in San Diego at 8 a.m.
I can see it a little bit, yeah.
And then, of course, we spend the rest of the day at the beach, and I wasn't diligent about putting on sunscreen. And by that night, I'm blistered, and it was awful, and I don't really sunburn a lot. But last time I was here, I brought out our new Sunburn Formulation Relief Cream. And so that was truly the first time I personally put it to the test. And it was incredible. It was so cool.
Well, one thing I can tell you, I wouldn't be able to see that you had blisters. It looks fantastic. You look great. Let me ask you something. What new is going on in the company right now?
So the big push right now is that we have some new and exciting products that are in development. And we have a couple criteria for the Wellphora line, and one of that is still organic, still 100% American everything. And
American, it's made right here in Phoenix, guys.
Right. And the next criteria for it is that we don't want gimmicks. So we stay away from the sprays and we don't do any vape products at all because we know that's not healthy. This is a wellness company. We want this to be long lasting. We don't want people to have other health effects because they took something that was for their health. Like that just is counterintuitive, counterproductive. We won't do that. We don't even produce that for other companies, and we know we could, and we know that would probably increase our bottom line, but that's just not where our heart lies, and we want to do this truly to help people. So, besides the pushing out to retail has been one of the big things, and then the product development, but we've been adding on partnerships with other companies. Retailers have been coming to us by the droves right now, which is really exciting that, hey, people really want Wellphora. And what happens is that people are coming in and saying, well, okay, but do you have Wellphora? And so that's what's driving them to us. And I think part of your show is causing that.
Well, good. That's great information for people. There's a lot of people that listen to this show that own businesses. Maybe you know somebody that does, and that's what networking is all about. Tell them about this company where it's made right here in the U.S., right here in Phoenix. You could check them out on their website here. All the information, which is Wellphora, which is well, and then PHORA.com. And, I think it's something that people need to know. On your website, if you buy it right on the website, is free shipping for everybody. Here in Arizona, you get it right away. We are heard all over the world. So we do have people, we are heard all over the world.
And we don't ship outside the United States.
Well, okay, but most people that listen are here. Yeah, but most people that are listening from are in the States. So they're within the United States. But we are heard all over the world, just how massive. And now that we're also live on Facebook, everyone is sharing these things, and it just keeps on going and going and going. Right? You have a Facebook page too?
We do.
You want to tell them what it is?
Yeah, it's Wellphora.
So
pretty catchy, huh?
Okay, don't do that to me. I'm going to start cracking up here. So, and you offer this 30-day back guarantee, but most people don't even, bother because they enjoy it so much.
We put them in the right product from the start.
How many different products do you have?
So right now we're working on about 15 SKUs. different products. And the one that's really selling right now, like today, I'm looking online watching the sales, is our Zunero line. It's our pet products, because the monsoons rolled in last night and the thunderstorms and the pets are freaking out, and CBD is great for pets. Our Zunero line of CBD is incredible.
We got to talk about the next time you come
Okay.
on, because hopefully there'll be more monsoons, because we need them.
Yeah.
But you know what? The pets do get scared. I had a bird that fell into my fire pit today, and it was obviously because of the monsoon last night. It never happened before. And even the birds are getting scared, right? So don't give them the CBD. But anyway, even for your pets, guys, this is great. Check it out on their website. It's wellphora.com. They do free shipping. Call in here if it's you or someone that you know. You're dealing with pain. You don't have to. We're going to get everyone entered in to win the Canaro 1000. Also, you're getting along with that the topical cream. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's wellphora.com.
If I traded it all